Hey guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing a book haul. I haven't done many of these because I normally actually don't buy that many books throughout the year, surprisingly enough. But I have an awful lot here. This is like a massive book haul. Most of it is because my birthday was back in August, so I had some books given to me. I got some like gift cards, and then I got books from them. So I ended up with a lot of books. Yeah, and some of these are just like pre-orders I did, whatever. Yeah, and I apologize in advance for the yellow lighting. It's raining where I live, which is great, but yeah, it's a little bit too dark when I turn the light off, so we're just gonna have to deal with the yellowish coloring of the lighting. So yeah, with this book haul, I guess I'm just gonna dive in. I have a lot of books. Most of them I have not read. Some of them I have, but we're not going to get into great detail on any of them. But yeah, we're just going to jump in. I'm going to jump in with the books I pre-ordered because two of these, they just showed up after I did. Actually, yeah, they released and showed up after I did my last book haul. Possibly? No, I think they just weren't even released yet. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I just thought I'd show them, and I've read two of them. 2 out of 3. So, the first one is the final copy for Lonely Dance by Selena R. Gonzalez. I've gushed about this book. I love this book. It's a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling, and it's a gorgeous cover. It's beautiful. I really, really love it. Yeah, and I'm so glad I have the final copy now. I did have a physical art. That's what I was showing before in my previous videos, but now I can show the actual finished product when I do videos. And the next one is Wishtress by Nadine Brandis. I finally got this beautiful book. It took forever to get here. Yeah, most people I know had their copies like the first 1 to 2 weeks. I had to wait like an extra week or something. Whatever. It's weird. I don't even live in that weird part of the country, but whatever. Anyways, it's gorgeous. I have not yet read it. I'm going to be reading it as soon as I finish the current book I'm reading. But yeah, very excited for it. And the last book that I pre-ordered, this book it's actually, technically, officially releases October 25th, but actually you can buy the paperback now, and that is Back to Me by Michaela Bush. Michaela Bush is a good friend of mine. She's also one of my favorite authors, and it's a Christian contemporary, and I love it. Yes, very hard-hitting, but very, very good, and I just love it. And what I like most that the e-copy didn't have, because I got an e-arc of it, is that the headers of each chapter have this pretty flower design. I just think that's really pretty, and that wasn't in the e-art copy that I got, but yeah, just really, really excited for this one. So those were all the books I pre-ordered. I guess I'll show the books that were given to me in one form or another. My good friend Laura, she has a channel here on YouTube as Laura A. Grace. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. She does a lot of manga and stuff. And she gifted me 3 volumes of Yona the Dawn that she already had, and she wanted to know if I wanted these, and I was like, yes, because I don't have these. So she gifted these to me, and they're just beautiful, because I've never seen these particular ones without the library stickers on them. Most of the ones I've gotten so far have had just the library stickers. So yeah, she gave me volume 31, and I just love the mangaka's artwork. It's so pretty. So she got me volume 31, 33, and 34. And I really like the back cover of this one. Just the colors and stuff. I don't know, I just really like that particular design. So yes, thank you, Laura, if you watch this video. I know I've thanked you a million times already, but I still want to thank you again. And and then my sister got me a couple books for my birthday. One of them I've already read, and that is Golden Braids and Dragon Blades by Melanie Karsak. This is a Rapunzel King Arthur retelling mashup set in within a steampunk world in England. It's really good. I have a review up for it on Goodreads, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Again, this one also has pretty, let me see, pretty designs on the headings of the chapters, and I just really like the look of that. And she also got me The Icarus Aftermath by Ariel M. Bailey. This is basically it's Greek mythology meets Star Wars. I heard about this because Ariel is a reviewer on the Fairy Tale Central website. I'll leave a link down to that website below because that's where I heard about this book first of all. They basically just pick a fairy tale every month and they like go through it. They give like, you know, it's just like fun things like story suggestions that they want to see people do, book reviews if the retelling has any, if the fairy tale has any retellings of it. Wow, okay, that mixed up. And yeah, she published a book. It's the first in a series. I have no idea how long the series is. So far, this is the only book out. And I don't know, it sounded really good. So yeah, my sister got it for me. And I have not yet read this one. And I got those two. I did not plan this very well. I should not be putting the books behind me. Here, let's just move them over. Okay. So now the books are beside me. Let's see if they actually show up in the frame. And the last ones are just, I got a couple of arcs from the author. That is Staff of Justice and Shadow's Hand. These are by Noelle Nichols. She is, basically this is the second edition of Shadow's Hand. I've read the first edition and she was looking for arc readers and I messaged her and she was like, that's great. She gave me the e-arcs and then she was like, I have physical copies. Do you want those? And I was like, yes, because I'll get to these a lot faster. And I just love physical books and I love the artwork that she did. She actually drew the covers herself. So that is amazing. It's like an Asian inspired fantasy. I'll probably do a review of this on my channel once I reread it. And this one is a prequel novella, Staff of Justice, and she did the covers for all of these. So yeah, she's just really talented. And these are in the Shadows Creed saga is what this series is. And when she sent those books, she sent me Gambite. Gambite? I'm actually not sure if that's how you say that. The Ties That Bind Us. This is a anthology of stories and art that are kind of reminiscent of like how animes are and like manga and stuff. So it's kind of like a anthology celebrating like storytelling of like anime and stuff. She also drew this cover. And yeah, I've really wanted to read this ever since it came out. It came out earlier this year, I think. But yeah, so yeah, now I have a copy I can read. So those were all the books I was gifted. And okay, I'm just going to show some books that I got. These are all books I got from Goodwill. 2 separate times, but I got them all from the same place, so I just thought I'd show it. One is book 6 in the Ranger's Apprentice series, The Siege of Macendaw. I already have this book. It's a hardcover, but it's an ex-library copy, so when I saw this one and it was, you know, not, I decided to just grab this one. This is the old cover version. I really like this one. So yeah, this was just kind of a replacement for the hardcover I have. And the next one is I found the Volume 4 collection of the Christy Miller series. I have the other 3. And so this includes books 10 through 12. I have read this series before. And I did like it. This is about the only series by Robin Jones Gunn that I did like, because I read pretty much all her books at the time. But this is the only one that really stuck out to me. But I'm going to be doing a reread of this one at some point, and I do find it interesting. They colored the text for these books. It's really interesting because like this is purple. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, each omnibus has like different colored font. It's very unique. Sometimes it makes it hard to read because I think one's like green, and sometimes it's faded out in certain places, so it makes it hard to read. But yeah, so I grabbed that one. And beforehand, I got these 3 at the same time. The first one is Forest of Shadows by Camilla Benko. Maybe this is tied into obviously the Frozen movies, which I do really like. And this one I have read it before. I don't remember a lot about it. I do remember there was like some interesting like mythology in it with like, I think it was like Scandinavian or something like that. But I saw this at Goodwill and I decided for $1 to just grab it. That way, if I really do like it, you know, I got it for $1 instead of, how much would this be? 15. So, yeah. So, yeah. I will be rereading this at some point. I think when I cleaned it off, I kind of did something to the dust jacket. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a little ripply. So, that was my fault. But, and one of the other books I got in that same, kind of realm when I got Forest of Shadows, I got this one. This is the Samantha Story Collection. American Girl books were something I grew up on reading, and I don't really like the way American Girl repackaged their books. So when I see these This is like an omnibus of the original 5 or 6 books. I forget how many there are in each series, but anyways, the original way they did it with like the historical facts and stuff. So whenever I find one of these, I try to grab them. This is the only one I have so far, which is Samantha. And yeah, I just really liked these when I was younger, and I don't really like the way, like I said, they're repackaging them now. So yeah, when I find the older versions, I try to get them. And the other one is also another replacement, and that is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I already have this book. In fact, it looks exactly the same, but the copy I had before had like this hole in the middle. I think the spine got broken or something, and the pages started ripping apart. So this one is fully together, so I decided to just get this one and replace that one so it doesn't fall apart. So yeah, that's the only one of that one, and that's gonna fall over, so let me just move this for a minute. Okay, because I don't want that to fall over. Yeah, and I'll just show the most recent book I bought, and that is Exodus Rising by Brian Davis. My library didn't have this is the third and final book of the Tales of Starlight series. I want to see how it ends, so I went ahead and just bought a copy, because my library doesn't have it, and I don't always find these books at the thrift store, so I just went ahead and bought it. And yeah, now I can finally see how this ends. And my last one is the biggest one. This was like from a order I did with like gift cards and stuff that I got for my birthday, so it's a lot of books. And the biggest section of it is I got a bunch more of Yona the Dawn volumes. I'm actually got all of the 20s and most of the 30s that I have now. Most of the ones I'm missing now just haven't been back in print. There's a couple that are in print that I just haven't gotten yet, but yeah, these are all the ones that I got. And so I got volume 2. I just like showing the art. Volume 3, 5. Yeah, it's a weird order because I'm just getting them when I can. Volume 6. Volume 27, because now we've jumped forward in time, because most of the ones after Volume 6 aren't back in print yet. Volume 28. Volume 29, which I was really happy to get because this is one of my favorites. I really like this particular arc that they did. Volume 32. And the last one, volume 35. So yeah, just really excited to eventually get all of these. So yeah, I know volume 37's come out, but yeah, I'm not reading that one yet. I'm gonna wait till volume 38 comes out because I've heard rumors of how that one ends, and I don't want to do that to myself. So I'm just gonna wait until volume 38 comes out in March, and then volume 39 supposedly isn't coming out until like August of next year. It's like ridiculously a long time. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just like, wow, that's just a ridiculously long time because they've been coming out pretty consistently, but yeah, it seems to have slowed down some. But yeah, I'm not sure why that is. Either it's the printing or the author just needs more time to write them or something. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, hopefully everything's fine. Okay, the next set of books, if I can grab them all. So when I pre-ordered Back to Me, I pre-ordered it from Michaela herself, and then she was running a book sale at the same time, so I just decided to buy the rest of her books that I didn't have. So, because she was running a sale, so I was like, why not? So, these are all books that she either has a piece in because they're anthologies or they're her own. So the first two are poetry books, actually. This one's a poetry and short story book collection. That is Everything I Never Said. This mostly has poems in it. There were a couple of short stories from what I remember. But yeah, I had these on ebook, but I decided to just get the physical copies because I will read those more often. The other poetry book is Everything and Nothing. And then she has a series. She writes a Christian dystopian series under a pen name, Mackenzie Gray, and I got those two books. She has 2 out so far. That is Those with Ears and Let Them Hear. Very excited about these. I haven't read any of these yet, so don't know what's in them or anything like that. Then I got, I think, pretty sure in one of my videos, I think it was the All Kinds of Heroes tag, I mentioned the Mount Sterling series, and Walter was one of the main characters in that. So I got the last 2 books in that series. These are Christian Contemporary, and that is Something New and Keeping Cassie. So I can finally finish that series now. I mean, I have the ebooks, but you know, me and ebooks, we don't really get along very well. At least we don't get around to being, you know, read in a decent time. Okay, and the last 2 are just anthologies she's in. One is Tales from the Tower, which is an anthology of Rapunzel retellings, which really happy about that because I love Rapunzel the fairy tale. So, and I like most retellings I've read. Not all of them, but most of them. But so yeah, very excited about this one. And the last one is another anthology, and that is The Depths Will Go To. This is an anthology of like short stories and poetry that have everything to do with the sea, I believe. I don't know a lot about this, but Michaela has a story as Mackenzie Gray in here. Also another of my friends, Angela, she has a story in here, and there's just a whole bunch of others, people that some I've heard of, some I haven't. So I'm very interested to see where this goes and how interesting it is. Because, you know, I don't know, Ocean and I don't really get along. I don't really like the ocean. I mean, I like watching it. I'm not getting in it or on it because I don't like boats. And there's things in the water that can eat you. So, yeah, no. Okay, and the last bit of books was, just part of when I ordered a bunch of these Jonah the Dawn volumes. I got these books as well. And 2 of them are continuations of a series. Actually, they're both a series. And this one is the other 2 novels in the Martin's Mark series, Martin's Heir and Martin's Anointed. I did not expect the second book to be this small. It's really small. I thought it'd be bigger than that. This one's a little more substantial size because the first book is more like, it's more regular novel size, but yeah, these 2 are very small. So I was surprised by that. But yeah, very excited to continue this series. And the other 2 books are a little out of the ordinary, and that is Ghostly Vendetta and Zombie Takeover. These are interesting. I've heard about these books. I think I heard, I don't know where I first heard about Zombie Takeover. I feel like I've heard about this book forever, even though it hasn't been out that long. It's been out, 2017. I don't know, but I think I heard a couple of YouTubers talking about this book, and then I saw it in other places, and I don't know, but these are both by Michelle Israel Harper. She's a Christian. This one actually does have more Christian overtones to it. I mean, the main character is one. She prays to God a lot in the situation, but that's pretty much it. But, yeah, I'm currently reading this one. I'm about, I think Goodreads said I'm like 57% through or something like that. I'm really enjoying it. Which is weird because I'm not really a horror type person, but this one's really good. And I've already read Ghostly Vendetta, which is the prequel novella, and basically they're in a haunted house, and it's really good. I really enjoyed this one. I gave this one 4 stars. I really liked it. But yeah, I'll mention it more in like a recent reads, though I do have a feeling I'll be doing a separate review for these 2 books, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. And the last book, so to speak, that I got is Clean Fiction Magazine Autumn Edition 2022. This is the cover, and this is the one that I'll leave a link to this video down below, but I have a short story published in this. I won their Windows into the Multiverse short story contest, or at least I was one of the winners. There were 2 of us, and yeah, here's just a sneak peek of what it looks like. So yeah, if you want to read my story Waves, this magazine is available. It has ebook and paperback. Really enjoyed this one. They're pretty much just a book review magazine. They also do mangas and graphic novels. They do articles on different things, and it's a really good magazine. It's self-published, just really good. They do a great job on this. Amy Lynn is the one who basically runs the whole thing, and she does a great job with it. So yeah, highly recommend checking this out. And yeah, that is my book haul. That is a lot of books, most of which I don't know, it's probably about half and half what I've read and what I haven't read. I mean, lumping all the Yona the Dawn volumes, which I have read, and then, yeah, I would say it's probably a good half and half of what I've read and what I haven't read. Oh, look, it almost did come into frame. I can tilt the camera. Yep, there are all the books. That's a lot of books. And I'm very happy about it. So, yeah. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys buy books on the regular or if you've read or bought any of these. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!